Okay, so video clip 2 for chapter 3 of interpersonal communication and perception. This is going to be a little bit quicker. This is just the different theories on how to organize and interpret interpersonal perceptions. The first one, real quick, is the theory of impression formation theory. This is where we form general impressions of others based on our general physical qualities, behaviors, and disclosed information. This is where you categorize people as shy, friendly, nice, mean, angry, catty, handsome, pretty, lovely, cheeky, smart, crazy, wild, exciting. Just keep on going here. But this is the category of impression formation theory where we make these assumptions. This is where this part of perception comes in. So again, this is the impression formation is where we categorize people under those standpoints. I'm not going to go into depth in these because you can get those through the book, the PowerPoint presentation, and the review that I sent. The next one is the predicted outcome value theory. Predicted outcome value theory, and this is where we make predictions about the future of a relationship based on early information we learn. You can be like, well, when I first met this person, they seemed very off and, to lack of a better, they seemed off and they seemed snooty, and I didn't really want to know them anymore if they're going to act snooty and mean and crass. We're basing it off. You are making prediction about this person based off a one-time passing or a one-time meeting, or, oh, they seem fun and energetic. I bet they're a really crazy person because of how fun they are. Or, well, that person has this kind of hair, so they must be really wild. Or, well, this person seems really reserved because of how they act or how they interact and talk with people. You're making assumptions you're making future predictions of someone based off a one-time interaction with someone without getting to know them. It's like, the old saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, here, this is you're judging a book by its cover. That's all that is here. And that's the predicted outcome value theory. This is where you make predictions about someone off of an interaction. I met them once and they were kind of really loud, so I didn't really want to hang out with them if they're going to be loud and stuff. That's all they're talking about here. The next theory in this is the implicit personality theory. This is where we use personal set of assumptions to draw specific conclusions about someone's personality. This could be, if they're intelligent, they must be caring too. Or they're super book smart, so they must be brilliant. Or, you're drawing conclusions based off assumptions. Well, they're really strong. They must go to the gym all the time. Or, they must really be into health if they're eating a salad. Sorry, guys, my lighting's going a little crazy again. I'll get this lighting down one night. It looks like I'm losing the battle tonight. I just really washed out. That's not so bad. That's, what is that I say? Implicit personality theory. We are drawing assumptions, specific conclusions about someone's personality. Well, they must be, they're wearing a band t-shirt. They must be this. Or, oh man, are they wearing a comic book shirt? They must be a geek, or a nerd. Or they're wearing a Christmas sweater in October. They must be really into Christmas. You're just making assumptions on someone. You're making assumptions about someone's personality from a visual is what it's not even so much a visual. You're drawing specific conclusions about someone's personality off of assumptions, off of personal assumptions you have about them. Doesn't mean it's true, doesn't mean it's false, but you're just making these assumptions based off of your own personal assumptions about someone's personality. That's all we're talking about here for implicit personality theory. The next one's called attribution theory. Attribution theory is we develop reasons to explain the behaviors of others. Well, I guess they didn't really want to talk to me. They didn't return my call or my text, or gosh, they must not like me. They kind of was snotty to me today, or he's just letting off steam. He had a bad test, or he's had a bad week, so that's why he didn't do so hot today in class, or he must be really tired because he yawned a lot around me, or this person. This is where we're just giving reasons for the behaviors of others. We're inserting our own reasons. Oh, they must be really shy if they didn't feel like talking in front of class today, or they didn't want to do this, so they must be really nervous. We don't know the truth. We're just making assumptions on their behaviors or giving reasons to explain their behaviors. And that's attribution theory. So far, that's what, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 we've gone through. There's 3 more to go. There's causal attribution theory, and this is where we ascribe a person's actions to a circumstance, a stimulus, or the person himself or herself. And you'd be like, well, they didn't go to class because their alarm didn't go off, or they didn't go to class today because it was a makeup class, or they didn't go to class today because they're bored with it. This is just where we're just a particular action you're making. I don't want to say excuses, but you're trying to explain the behavior of that particular action. Well, they didn't go today. They already knew the information. It was this or that, or whatever the case may be. That's under causal attribution. So attribution is where we're developing reasons for their behaviors. Causal is where it's more of a specific incident. You're explaining the behavior or giving reasons for the behavior. Then there's standpoint theory. This is where we interpret the behavior of others through the lens of our own social position, power, or cultural background. Well, they wouldn't join my club because they don't understand the importance of this club, or they wouldn't, take this class because they didn't realize how much they really need this class for life, or this is just, we're using our own personal backgrounds and cultural beliefs or maybe social positions to interpret others. Well, they didn't want to join the sorority because she didn't really understand how much a sisterhood means, the true value of a sisterhood. We're just using our own backgrounds to interpret behavior of others. That's all you're doing here. And that's standpoint theory. That's using your own personal backgrounds or power or social positions. It's from your basis on why they won't do something, on why a person won't do something. The last one is intercultural communication theory. This is our cultural experiences and backgrounds influence how we view the world. This could be regional, within the geographically United States, then worldly geographically as well. Customs that are okay to us in the tri-state region, may not be customs. Think of southern, even between southern and northern, the customs are different things that you do. You see the funny saying, 9 ways to say goodbye in the South, and it's like, bye, see y'all later. You talk in the driveway, you talk in the car, you wave bye, don't forget this. Or certain gestures and stuff like that, things that are more traditional in other countries may not be so traditional to us here in the United States. Some cultures bow upon meeting someone. In some cultures, women are completely covered in you don't talk to women. Certain hand gestures, which are common to us, may not be so common to other countries. Could be a hand wave, could be a thumbs up, could be an A-OK sign. It's a cultural thing here. That's the intercultural communication theory. This is where our own backgrounds influence our view of the world. That's all we're talking about here. So there was impression formation theory, predicted outcome value theory, implicit personality theory, attribution theory, causal attribution theory, standpoint theory, and the intercultural communication theory. Those are all the different theories. I was just pinpointing real quick with them because all the other ones, you can get more in depth with the book, the PowerPoint, and the review that's been posted. Again, any questions, feel free to message me, and have a wonderful evening. Thanks.